Hey folks, and welcome back to Bangkok, the International Motor Show here, going on until April 6th. If you're watching this, you still have plenty of time to attend this year. First, I guess it'd be remiss not to offer condolences to the victims and their families of the latest, the horrific earthquakes up in Myanmar. It did shake various parts of Thailand, not where I live, but Bangkok, where this motor show is, it did get shaken. I even got a text message that it was shut down for a while, and then I got a text message that it was reopened shortly thereafter, only closed about an hour or so. But anyway, last time we took a look at Honda. This time, we're going to try to look at everything else, what's going on in the show, and try to get through all this. From the outset, I will say the show is, I think, a little bit better put together this year than previous years. It's a little bit better organized. It looks very fresh. It looks very sharp. The displays are well done. It just has more of a polished look and feel to it. So if you're thinking about coming, it's a lot to see here, a lot of new stuff. We'll take a look in on Triumph. Triumph is right here. And they've brought, I guess, almost everything. I don't see a lot from their 400 line, which I know is very popular right now. They've got their 660 line, the Trident here, and the Tiger. You got the great big Tiger down there. The big, I guess that's a 1200 shaft-driven adventure bike extraordinaire. The great big Tiger. They've got the Rocket. But right up front here, I think the most popular models, the Speed Twins, they have the 900 and its new blue, orange, and white adornment. Right here with the orange one, the RS 1200. I think that's the one to get if you're looking at a speedster. I don't know. Why do the seats always look real thin on these? I'll show you the seat on the Speed Twin as compared to the seat on the Bonneville. Say the Bonneville T120. It seems like they're, I don't know. It seems like they're very thin on the seats comparatively. But anyway, that's just the look, and you do get a suede seat on the Speed Twin 1200. A little bit of suede right here for your bum. But both fine choices. I do see a 400 around the corner, but nothing really new here. Nothing really new. The green paint scheme on the 660 Tiger Sport, maybe that's new. Other than that, not a bunch new. So we just got done a big unveiling at Harley-Davidson. They kind of just unveiled some models that, well, they've been around a while. They have something called the Freedom Team here in Thailand. They kind of unveiled that. Or they had them unveil the bikes. I don't know. Anyway, it was a whole thing. But beautiful, the Road Glide behind me. Wow, beautiful color. That blue, you can see it back there. Just in case you're wondering what a big bagger like that costs here, $1.74 million. Or about 52,000 US dollars for that bike here on the road in Thailand. So definitely one of the more expensive options. Now here's the thing, and you think at that price, well, who's buying these? But somebody's buying them, because the guy just got up and said that in motorcycles, consider this, in motorcycles greater than 600 cc's, all motorcycles greater than 600 cc's in Thailand, they have the biggest market share. That's as in Harley-Davidson. I mean, that's a lot. That's competing against all the guys on their adventure bikes, whether they be Hondas, Yamahas, whatever, and street cruisers, nakeds, all those in the they're all over 600 cc's.
7 to 1,000. He said in bikes 1,000 cc and greater, they have a 60% market share here in Thailand. I don't know how they're measuring that. Same thing over at BMW. Our friends at BMW just did an unveiling as well, and they claim a 48% market share. I'm not sure how all these numbers add up. So that's right, our friends over at BMW unveiled a couple 1300 GSAs here, the big touring. Now, the tank, the area where you wrap your legs around, is much, much bigger, it seems, on a GSA. I love the green, this new green with the gold. Again, with the gold wheels everywhere, gold wheels. Shame on you, Harley, for not having gold wheels on your Pan America. What are you thinking? But the area right back here, it's about twice as wide on a GSA. So, and it looks like it comes with luggage and all that. Maybe that's a differentiator as well. But anyway, nice to see the bikes unveiled. They were very excited about that. I noticed this purplish kind of titanium color is also popular over at Harley-Davidson. So maybe that's kind of a new thing too. It's hard to see the lights in this light, but it's a mild purple, a very subtle purple gray, like a kind of titanium type color. But it looks like that might be a thing too. Very popular here, back to back in two booths. All right, we got one big one remaining here, and that's Yamaha. I'm waiting on that.
All right, Yamaha's big unveiling won't be until the afternoon. We'll finish up here at BMW before we move on. These two electric scooters that they had here, both of them to me look like batteries with wheels and a seat around them. This little one here, though, does have a little bit of a mini bike-esque type vibe to it. I wouldn't mind giving that a good thrashing. Looks like it might be fun. A little electric mini bike type thing. And coming from BMW, it probably scoots along pretty good. Anyway, let's look around and see what else we can find out there.
I tell you, the first thing that kind of hits you when you walk in the door, after you come through and you present your ticket or whatever, and you get into the main arena where I am here, the amount of Chinese electric car manufacturers, they've basically taken this whole venue over. They're everywhere, even ones I haven't heard of, and huge, extravagant displays. They are probably, honestly, monopolizing 70% of the real estate in here. It feels that way. But that's not to say they're not packing some pretty cool gear. One of them, GAC, or GAC, I think, they've got what's called China's first totally electric supercar. And it looks legit. It looks really legit. It looks like it's made out of carbon fiber. It might not be. It might just be imitation carbon fiber. But it's got the spoiler that lifts up and at speed. It just has that look to it. It's got the big gull wing doors. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It definitely looks like a supercar. It's definitely all electric. It's definitely made in China. So I guess that's what it is over at Depal. Is it Depal or I think it's Depal. Depal. They've got a personal drone, meaning a conveyance. It's got 8 propellers on it. It's got a cab. It's like an aircraft. But I mean, 8 propellers. Can that really lift a person off the ground? Is that really what it's going to come to? We're all going to have one of these someday. I don't know. But it looks to me like it's got 8 motors. Well, 8 different propellers, but each one has 2 motors. To me, that looks like it'd be 16 motors on that thing. That could be a lot of thrust. Whatever those motors are putting out with the propeller times 16, that might be enough thrust. It looks like maybe just one person in the cockpit. I've also seen here at Depal a gasoline engine. They call it the range extender. The gasoline engine on top of the electric motor, more of a hybrid, so maybe they're getting into that. But just about a year ago, we were at Depal, and they told me they were coming out with a truck. And now there it is, the first electric truck here in Thailand. First that I know about. It looks very nice. A lot of people won't notice this. I'll notice this because I was in the car business, but it's got a ding in the door. So the transporter probably did it. There's going to be hell to pay for that. I got it. When you show up for a show, an event like this, it has to be perfect, pristine, everything 100%. And you bring a vehicle to a show and it's got a ding in the door. Oh, after all that planning. After all the planning and all the time, and it shows up and it's got a ding in the door. Not good. Not good. Anyway, the truck looks nice though. Inside, outside, it looks like a spaceship inside with all the electronic gadgetry. It's plugged in right now. I don't see anybody here that can tell me how much it is. Yeah, another line here called the Avatar. Avatar, like the movie. There's 3 different models here. At least they might all be the same model, I guess. 3 different colors. But wow, they all really look high end. If you just looked at these cars, I didn't know what it was or who made it or where they came from, you would say, wow, what's that? They all look there you go. They all look very futuristic. I guess they're sedans, a 4-door saloon. They got a proper trunk and everything. 22-inch wheels. That's the big 22-inch wheels that I think really gives it that look, and the swooped back. Anyway, kind of neat. They're every time. I think you could probably go to DePaul or DePaul maybe once every 4 or 5 months, and they'd have new stuff sitting there. It's incredible the speed that they come out with these new models, whole new lines, etc. Really something. So in case you're wondering how much a brand new Porsche 911 Carrera sells for here in Thailand, it's 14 million baht. In today's exchange rate, that's about 426,000 US dollars for a Porsche 911 Carrera. I don't know. Let me know if you think that's a value or not. I think there might be some hidden tax or tariff or something on that. Seems a little high.
Yeah, a little high. A lot high. You must be a little high. That's probably 3.5 times more than it costs in the U.S. So I stopped over at Royal Enfield. I got to tell you, every year at Royal Enfield, the bikes look better and better. The fit and finish especially. That's what seems like they've been concentrating on lately. I'll show you some. I mean, I don't think anybody's got anything now on Royal Enfield in terms of fit and finish. They really brought it up that high. I thought this bike was beautiful, this Shogun here. And I'll even show you the engine. The attention to detail here with some of the fit and finish. Nice gauge pot up there, single round one. But look at this. Very nice. Even on top of the head there. Look at that. So some shiny bits and bobs, not any rough, coarse, cheap plastics like we saw maybe 4 and 5 years ago when they were starting to get their act together. Now, really seems they've come a long way. The Super Meteor there, and even look at the Himalaya. This new Himalaya is beautiful with the mandatory gold wheels and a good execution of said gold wheels, and with the black, really looks nice. I mean, it just says, hey, it looks like it would be fun to hop on that and go for a ride. And with the Himalaya 450, I'm not usually that big of a fan, but it looked nice to me. I thought this was a little odd. We checked in with Strong, I think it was, Storm, about a year ago, Strong. And this thing, if you just saw this going down the road, you would swear this was a Honda Super Cub. It's got to be 100% copy of a Honda Super Cub. Although, of course, this is all electric. These are all electric scooters they make. So just in front of them, another electric surprise. This one from Can-Am. These are some sizable. These look like proper motorbikes. They've got the specs up there that look pretty respectable. But there you go. I didn't stay for the unveiling of these, but they say e-power electric, 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. Pretty decent. I also saw this. This is a real Chinese police bike, and it's all electric. It's almost the size of, let's say, a very small touring bike, not a scooter. And I thought, wow, I told the guy. Here's what I told the guy. I met with the Chinese guy that was kind of in charge of this whole place. And he spoke very good English. He was trained to speak English, and they're getting their act together here. They say they're the biggest producer in the world, but I said, hey, take all that police stuff off and put on ADV stuff and sell it in Thailand as an adventure bike.
So over at Suzuki, maybe some of the best looking gold wheels on an ADV bike. But here's the big news over there, I think. They do have the V-Strom line. The whole V-Strom line looks great. Nothing really much new there. The newest one, the V-Strom DE, I think about an 800cc. They're getting more into the twist and go scooter market, like your Honda Kickz and your Yamaha Filanos and things like that. They've always had the Bergman, the big boy Bergman at 400 cc's. Now they've got 3 other offerings coming in at 125 and I think 150 for the small versions of the Bergman, and then a new one. I'll show you the new one. But I've got to get over to Yamaha because they're getting ready to do a big unveil there.
Yeah, so I guess the point being, if you're shopping for a small twist-and-go scooter, normally be a stop at Honda, stop at Yamaha. But now I think you owe yourself a stop at Suzuki as well with some of these, because you may find more comfort, you may find more features, or you might just find something you feel better on than the other two, at least worth a look. So they've got some other things here at Suzuki that they're wheeling out. You know, I was editing this and I wasn't going to put this in, but I could just hear it now. I could just hear the people, oh, you went to Suzuki and you didn't show the Busa. Where's the Busa, man? You suck. So here's the Busa. There it is, the new Busa. Supposed to have new launch control for 2025. The 1,340 cubic centimeter engine is back and making 190 horsepower, even I think under 10,000 RPMs at 9,000 something. So a very good power plant in there. The thing here in Thailand, though, you're going to pay quite a bit more here again for this. I think in the U.S. this is a $19,000 bike. Here it's more like a $26,000 bike. Comes in at 900,000 Thai baht. So there you go. But anyway, there's the Busa. So nobody say, where's the Busa? You didn't show the Busa. The Katana also gone this year. So there's that. So quite an elaborate show over at Yamaha. The SR400, apparently it's the last year for that. And it's going out in a brilliant bright red there. Looks pretty good. The R series, now a new R3 and a new R9 to kind of complement the already popular MT series. The rest of the line, it seems to be all about the scooters, some colors and everything for the Grand Filano. But the new NMAX, the NMAX is all new for 2025. It comes in at 98,000 baht. You're going to probably want the one that's 113,000 baht, which is the Tex-Max version of the NMAX. And all of them come with, but have the availability to come with all of these aftermarket go fast goodies. There's Brembo brakes, there's Akrapovic exhausts, Öhlins rear suspension, etc. So I see that on all of them. See that on the Aerox, the NMAX, the XMAX. So apparently there are packages you can get right from the factory. You're probably going to do that stuff anyway to it. You might. I don't know. I disagree on the twist and goes to have an aftermarket exhaust. I just don't see the point with the twist and go. But some of the other stuff definitely could be in the cards, and you can get one already kitted up like that. The old H2 from Kawasaki. Not a whole lot new at Kawasaki. And anybody that was past about 1 o'clock, I got here about 8 in the morning, but we still had a long drive to go back home. So I didn't stay for some of the afternoon unveilings, but I'll just show you what I saw. But the new color scheme here for the Ninja line looks good. The R6 there. The bright green looks a little bit nostalgic to me. They had some bright greens earlier in their history. I kind of always liked that bright, almost like a lime type green for these. But anyway, overall, it was a very good show. And like I said, I do recommend attending. In the background now, I'll show you a better picture of it. There is that's a new color for the 230. At least one of the trims of the 230 comes in various trims here, the KLX. But that's almost like a I don't know, some kind of gray green. Almost looks like it's out of the 1950s. But we had a good time at the show. Looking around, there's something for everybody here. There's so much to look at. I tell you this, walking around, you will definitely be tired when you leave, as we were. So anyway, there you go. We'll put a fork in the 2025 auto show and call it done. And if you wanna join, like I said, you have until April 6th, so you still got about another week. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode. Something else next time, but for this one, I have to go ahead and leave it off right here.
And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.